Hello, today I'm making this video to show you guys how to replace a plastic when it's one of these flat plastics, flat clear plastics that have these conical bells on the bottom. Now from the factory originally they are pressed in, so they don't come out. I mean, they can twist and stuff, but you try and pull these things out and they don't come out, okay, without damaging the plastic itself. And a lot of times they're corroded. These actually look pretty decent, but a lot of times they kind of get a little rusty and whatnot. So there's an easy way to do this, okay? And I don't have a tripod or a second person to help me with this, so bear with me here. But so what I do is I got my soldering iron. I don't have a press, and it's just got a regular tip on it. So what you do is take your soldering iron. And I have it kind of hot. You can turn it down to like 450 or something. And all you do is you press it, let me show you, right into the hole. Okay? And then just hold it in there, and then just kind of give it some light pressure and push. And as soon as the metal heats up, it'll soften the plastic, and then pop, it falls out. Okay, and the plastic's not damaged. It might be a little warped around the hole, but so again, you just stick it in there, firm pressure and pushing. The plastic's deforming slightly, and then it pops out. Okay, and I have some writing on here, and I'll show you what that is in a second. But because what you do is you normally will pop all of them out, right, and then clean up the bells, and then put them all back in. And so what I did is I wrote no on that side and yes on this side. That's the so what that means to me is when I take the new plastic, I know which side to insert the bell on, because you'd hate to put it in upside down when you put the new one in. So just push a little bit harder. You're not even pushing really hard, you're just okay. So now that that's done, I got these 4 bells, and you know what, I want to clean these things up a bit. So I'm going to take my pliers, and it's going to get kind of loud, and I just hold it like that, and I come over to my buffing wheel, which I got here, and turn it on, and I'm going to apply some of this, and then okay, and I take a rag, wipe it off. There's usually a little black stuff left on it. Okay, put it back over here. And let me just show you this. So, here's the one we just cleaned up versus, what it looked like a few minutes ago. So obviously it's, really nice and clean and looks great. And I'll do that to the other 3 here, but not during this video. So now I got these guys. Okay, so I got my new plastic. And to insert it, I just do the exact same thing. I take my soldering iron, and I take the bell, and this time I go in from the bottom side, like this. And remember, I want to insert it on this side, because it says yes in a way I can read it. So that means on my new plastic, this is the bottom. And so I take it, put it in here, and then I just push it in one of the holes and give it some pressure. And then slightly deforming the plastic, and then boop, I feel it fit in there, and it stays. And then as the plastic cools, which doesn't take very long at all, it's in. Now, it's not as perfectly clean as it was originally, but almost always these have those little gray plastic spacers on top. Which are these guys. And when you take one of the gray plastic spacer, which should be cleaned up, I didn't clean it up yet, and then you usually have a post or a screw or something that goes through it, you know, you can't tell. You know, the spacer sits nice and tight and it looks perfectly clean. And what you have then is a brandy new plastic that's not yellowed, with some nice shiny bottoms instead of some, you know, slightly corroded ones. All right, thanks.